just sitting around doing laundry, I came to a realization, and I wonder if you have experienced something similar, where in your younger days, your childhood days, especially with Thanksgiving coming up so soon, this might be what brought this to my attention. But in your younger days, and even today, it's much more encouraged to have the scripted small talk, the matrix talk. And what I mean by that is the, hey, how you doing? Good, fine. Loving this weather outside. The most basic, non-threatening word choice possible. So how many of you guys remember doing this as a child? You're gathered around Thanksgiving table. Y'all start off with the matrix talk. Y'all warm up. Hey, how you doing? But as the talk gets more and more interesting, you guys start touching some details and some topics that aren't always spoken upon. And let's just put your imaginary self at age 12 in this scenario. So you're 12 years old, and you and your uncle are going at it in a very respectful way. Y'all are both listening to each other, waiting for each other to stop talking, and then speaking your piece. And when you raise a valid point, your mom or your dad, hey, watch your mouth. Hey, don't you talk to your uncle like that. And yes, they are teaching you a valuable lesson in respect, but that's their intentional lesson. That's the lesson that they're trying to teach you is, hey, have some respect for your elders. You're going to be an elder one day. Hey, you might want to listen to this guy because he's lived 2, 3, 4 times as long as you have. So listen up. That might be that. I feel like that is the message that our parents are trying to send when they tell us, hey, watch your mouth, watch your language. Who you talking to like that? Those things. And I know y'all have heard those phrases before. But what they unintentionally teach us is to devalue our own opinions, to devalue our own thought process, and to devalue our own research and our own lifestyle choices. They teach us not to speak our truths. And guess what? Your truth is the only truth that exists. You are the co-creator of your planet, your world, and your truth is the only truth that can exist because it's your truth. And when you're trained not to speak your truth, it does an immense amount of damage to the world. So if that has happened to you, go ahead and drop that comment right there. Let me know. And let me know kind of what they say. Because the main ones in my family were, who you talking to? Which was an instant reminder that, hey, if you keep going down this road, I'm going to whoop that ass. Or who do you think you're talking to? Or, hey, watch how you talking to him like that or her like that. So let me know y'all's family defaults for when you used to, have debates. Now, a lot of times as kids, y'all were wrong. We were wrong in what we were saying. This is not about who's right or wrong. This is about that deeper message that we're accidentally sending our children and it goes beyond family. At first, that's the intentional message, like, hey, there's no need for you to disrespect your family member. He is a member of our family. But that starts to go into teachers all throughout school. So now, and how many teachers do you have in a day? 6 different teachers every year for 12 years in a row. You telling me all of those people know the exact truth down to the T, and I shouldn't argue with them? I shouldn't even quit. This would happen with questions, at least in my family. It didn't even have to be an argument. It could be a question that I genuinely want the answer to or want to discuss. And we just shut it down because it's not just simple, Hey, how you doing? Oh, fine. It required thought. Things that require thought, people like to shut them down. People would rather go, oh, I can't afford that, and just shut their brain down than go, oh, I wonder how I could afford that, and force their brain to open up and be like, as much as it hurts to say I would have to do this, and then you realize that it is possible for you to afford that, because everything on this planet has a price, and money is just currency, which is energy, and you have energy, so you can transfer your energy into the price of whatever that object that you want is. You just have to wonder how you can afford it, how you can do that, rather than saying, oh, I can't do that, and now your brain gets shut down. That's a different topic. But yeah, how many of you guys have suffered with that, and what did they say to you as far as interrupting your speech? And one final thing, age 25 me. Oh, sorry, I'm 26 now. As a child, it was very easy to get me to shut up, because y'all, the family, the teachers, the preachers, deacons, who else is in charge? So usually your parents, your teachers, your religious figures. I feel like one more person is in charge. Oh, and then when you grow up, your boss. They're all portrayed, especially at the young age. Boss may not be included in this because you're old enough to work. But family, preachers, and teachers, they're all bigger than you. They're all taller than you. They're all fatter than you. They can physically whoop that ass if mentally and intellectually the argument gets to, or the discussion or the questioning or whatever that you guys are talking about, if it gets too out of hand. Hey, you little whippersnapper, let me do that. And now we're not having a discussion anymore. Now the youngster not only feels bad physically, but he mentally just learned the lesson: never do that again. Never think independently again. Never raise my own questions again. Never want to do research again. Never not accept whatever the guy in the white suit and the black tie says. Just accept it. Just spoon feed me. Whatever the fuck the older guy says, or whatever the older lady says, that's what I'm gonna go with. No questions asked. Whoo! I haven't made an 8-minute in a while. It's all for love. It's all for life. Thank you for joining in. Go ahead and drop that comment. What did they say? Or just let me know how you feel about this one. This one was completely unwritten, straight from the heart. One take, as usual. Subscribe to the channel. I honestly, truly feel that my channel is one of the best channels to wake up to, or to clean up to, or to even like cook to, simply because it's different information. And it's not the same old, oh, I turn on the TV and I see 30 people just murdered. Like, don't get me wrong, guys. When I have this outlook on life and I spread this information, I do still know that people are out there dying, crying, broke, miserable. And that's just not what I'm choosing to give my energy to. Because at the same time that there's people out there dying, there's young people inventing new ways to make water out of thin air. There's a guy somewhere on this planet who's been grinding for 10 years straight who just caught his break yesterday. There's a company, a couple who have only been able to do small business up until now, but now they got the means to do big business. It's all about where you're going to focus your energy. You can only focus your energy on one spot at a time. So focus it on the most optimal thing that serves your highest purpose. Whatever serves your highest excitement, that's what you should be focusing on at least 80% of your time. If you got that 80-20, you killing the 99% of people that are out here. Oh, this video is getting long. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow because I've been doing dailies. I'm going to do daily at least until 2020, and we'll see what happens. Peace. Off of love, off of life. Y'all have a great one.